Right, hi guys, welcome back to the paint shop. So in this video today, we're going to talk about spray guns. We get so many questions, you know, DMs, emails, private messages asking us what gun for what job and that sort of thing. So, you know, it's a big can of worms if I'm honest, but we're going to go through today, sort of just skirt around the outside of it, and I'll explain to you, you know, what we use for different jobs, you know, different applications, primers and stuff like that. So I think what we'll do, let's start with some primer guns. So at the moment we either use the Sata guns for our primer, so a 1.4 for our wet and wet, and 1.8 for all our high build primers. So they're the two guns there. So we use these a lot, really like them. Then very kindly recently from Iwata, we got given some of their new primer guns. So we've been using these and we quite like them. They seem to lay the product so flat, you know, and with primer, I know everyone thinks that you just put primer on and you block it down, but what's quite nice about these Iwatas, they really seem to atomise the primer so well, so they just lay it so nice and flat, so you don't spend a lot of time blocking lots of texture out your primer because the gun's laid it so nicely, you know. So again, we've got a 1.8 and a 1.3. That's the 1.8, that's the 1.3 for our wet and wet primers. So that's what we do with those. So basically from there, obviously as we're doing classic cars, we use a lot of polyester spray filler. So Sata, so this is their dedicated polyester gun. Now if you compare that to say a normal primer gun, you can see how short these horns are on the gun. Now they're designed like that so they don't get clogged up with product, because polyester spray filler's got a really short pot life, about 20 minutes, and it dries very quickly. And if you use a conventional 2.5 gun like this, it just tends to clog the gun up. So yeah, these work so well. So if you're going to be doing a lot of polyester spray filler, I'd say, you know, one of these dedicated guns, you can't go wrong. They're just, you know, they're made specifically for that job and they work fantastically. You know, no other manufacturer has done this apart from Sata. So, you know, that's something that we just use all the time and definitely wouldn't be without that. So that's polyester. As far as a wet and wet gun, like I say, you know, you can use any decent 1.3 gun for your wet and wet primers. You know, sometimes we'll just use something like this Pro Light, the 1.3 setup in, but like I said just now, there are dedicated wet and wet guns. So, like I say, anything 1.3, decent quality gun will lay that primer out lovely and flat. Because it's wet and wet, obviously you want it to lay really smooth with no texture for your paint to go on. So something like that, because it atomises so lovely, that's absolutely perfect for that. Right, so going on to our base coat. We've got quite a few base coat guns. Generally a base coat is a HVLP, high volume, low pressure. So we've got quite a few different options. So we've got this DV1, this is really nice. You know, I do prefer this if I'm going to be laying down some solvent base coat, to be honest. It's a really nice gun, it's got a lovely fan, and it's really easy to set up, you know, for sort of amateur use as well. It's literally, you know, fill it up with paint, full fluid, full fan, and this just works perfectly. So really easy to dial in and get a good finish with. So that's one of my base coat guns. Now for our waterborne base coat, we use this W400. 1.3 setup. This one's got a WB2 air cap in it for our waterborne base coat. But to be honest, with this gun, you know, you can set it up, and even with this setup in it, we'll spray solvent base coat through this as well as a waterborne base coat. What's good about these guns as well, you know, if you're looking to buy one gun to do everything, you could buy a different setup for this, and you can put, you know, your 2K direct gloss for it. You can use it as a wet on wet gun, a 2K gun. So for me, you know, this would be, I think this particular gun, I've had this for about 20 years or more, and you know, it's still going strong. And what's lovely about these guns, there's no baffles in them, you know, there's no seals in them, so keep it clean and it will just keep working perfectly forever. So I love this gun. You know, if I could get rid of all these and have one gun, it would be this to do everything. I know it looks, you know, very basic, but, you know, it's fantastic. So that's my, you know, my favourite base coat gun. Right, so moving on to clear coat. Now this is another can of worms, if you like, because different cars, we use a different spray gun on different cars. You know, if you're painting like a modern car that's got quite a lot of texture in the paint, that's very difficult to do if you're using something like a WS400, because they just atomise the paint so nicely, like I mentioned with the primer gun. They atomise the paint so well that it's very difficult to get any texture out of a gun like this, you know. You can turn the air pressure down, but it's just, you know, still difficult to get texture out of it. And with a gun like this as well, this particular gun, they do take a little bit of using and finding the sweet spot to set it up. So yeah, very good gun, lays your clear coat absolutely flat. So this is our dedicated gun for, say, all our classic cars, because obviously now people with a classic car, they want that super flat glass looking finish. So, you know, we've actually got a couple of these. This one's mine and this one's Duncan's one. So yeah, that is our dedicated clear coat gun, especially for our classic cars. Now, when we're painting something like a modern BMW that's got a lot of texture in the paint, you know, I personally wouldn't use one of these. I'd use something like this DV1 from DeVille Biss. Lovely gun, got a built-in gauge, which is really nice. And you can definitely wind the pressure down on this so you're not atomising the material so much. And this will lay the clear coat with more texture in it to match a more modern car. One thing I do like about this type of gun with a gauge on the back, as you know, we paint a lot of rally cars and things like that. They've got roll cages in, and when you get inside to paint the car, because it's got this gauge on the back, you haven't got another regulator on the bottom, so it just makes the whole thing a little smaller when you're trying to get around roll cages and things like that. So yeah, so that is, you know, my go-to if I'm painting a modern car and want to replicate some texture in the paint. So just moving on. So actually, as you can see on there, this needs a rebuild kit in it at the moment because the baffle's gone. We're waiting for that to come. But 2K direct gloss. This is my, you know, my go-to if I'm painting 2K direct gloss. And you'll see most of our classic cars that we paint are all solid colour with clear coat on top. And you'll always see me using this to put my direct gloss on. So it's got a TE20 air cap in it, 1.3, and yeah, that's a great gun for a bit of clear coat. We have got a few other nice guns here that we can show you. We've got this phaser from Sata, lovely gun. I actually won this in a competition quite a few years ago. So it doesn't really get used. It's just quite nice, you know. It's a lovely gun, it works really well, but it doesn't really seem to get used, to be fair. We've got a few mini jets there, which are Sata as well. So we use them maybe if we're doing a little bumper corner or some small little repair sort of thing. This is quite a special little gun. Someone actually gave me this as a gift. So that's very nice. So that's never been used. That just sort of sits out, you know, on show looking pretty as well. There you go. And here, probably one of the best guns, the Sata Jet 3000. Probably one of Sata's best guns, if I'm really honest. Bit of a cannon, lays a lot of product on, and with our favourite clear coat, the Novel for classic cars, the Premium Flow, we tend to find this probably just puts a little bit too much clear coat on, you know, for how we like it to look. So again, this sort of gathering dust and just sort of sitting on there, nevertheless, you know, a lovely spray gun. Right, so, you know, I think I've spoke for all those spray guns. If you've got a favourite gun, put a comment down below. Let us know what your favourite gun is. If you've got any questions you want to ask about these, again, just put a comment down below and we'll try and get back to you. But look, guys, I hope this gives you a little insight to spray guns. Like I say, it's a big sort of, you know, can of worms to talk about. But yeah, if you've got any questions, down below, and I hope you like watching the video, and we'll see you very soon. See you very soon in the next one.